That woke me up.
That was really nice.
I fell asleep.
Yeah, me too. And there was too many time signatures. I can't follow.
Wait, what was playing in your guys' headphones?
Welcome, viewers of Breakstuff with Carson right there.
Yep.
Andy right here. Hi. Today, there's 3 of us.
There are.
Ooh. Who's this guy?
Howdy.
Please introduce yourself, foreigner.
Wait, you're supposed to introduce
Yeah,
me.
that was your job. That
That was
your
the
job.
script.
Yeah, all right, guys. This foreigner to the show, his name is MIKO LORENZO. He's my cousin, unfortunately.
It's like the sitcom when he just comes through the door. They're like,
Exactly.
Tell us about yourself. What do you do?
I am a professional eater. All I do is eat, figure out if it works, and see how it can grow companies. But before that, I was in restaurants, hotels, bars, and just tolerating people's bullshit. You know, that's
Wow.
every day.
that's every day.
Sounds like us.
Yeah.
Sounds like
We-
90%.
Sounds
the
like
population.
90%. Yeah. No, when you came over, you're like, I just did meetings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just meetings.
I don't like it when all you do is just talk on the phone and then at the end of the day your tongue is fucking tired.
Yeah.
Like you have to remember too, I speak like with Andy, I speak English and Tagalog all day.
Yeah.
So your tongue's just tired.
It's
It
just
doesn't
a-
make sense.
Is that why your tongue is tired? Is that why?
Well, there's a really
That's a cool sound.
Anyway,
Well,
yeah.
But aside from obviously doing all the things that you do, you're also deeply invested in music as well, and have had kind of a long history of being in music and performing and you know, dabbling in it.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Yeah. I've always loved playing music. I think I picked up my first guitar when I was 12, just because I was like, you know what? My neighbor has one. I'm going to try to play around with this thing. And then gave it back because I broke 2 strings and I didn't know how to tune a guitar. I brought it back.
Did you break it tuning it, or did you break it just playing it?
Oh, tuning it. I was trying to be cool.
Ah.
Yeah, didn't
You
work.
didn't even play it yet.
No. I played the top 2 strings, and then I tried to tune the treble strings, and then it broke super fast.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, it's fucking scary. It like whips, like
Well,
it's a metal
I
whip.
remember the first time changing strings, and
It's
I
terrifying.
literally decimated the A string. All of a sudden, it was like,
Yeah, it's terrifying. It still terrifies me every day.
I still remember the first time I changed strings. Dude, so you know how you string it through the tuning post?
Mhm.
I was the one doing the wrapping and not turning
Oh fuck.
the tuning knob. Just to show you how special I am.
you're just like, it's not going.
Yes, I'm like, this is not as clean as it looked before. Yeah.
Interesting. What about you, Andy? What was your like? I'm starting to play the instrument that I play now.
So I was 13
Okay.
when I first picked it up. Just because...
That was a cool story. Thanks, Andy. So we're gonna move on to.
It's a really cool story.
It's really cool.
I was 13.
The
Move on.
the beginning, the middle, the end was really. I looked at MIKO. He was enthralled.
It was great.
It was really
Yeah,
good.
He was falling asleep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're 13.
I was 13. I don't know. A lot of people in my family were playing guitar. Same goes when I went to school. A lot of classmates were playing guitar. And I was like, you know, maybe it's just a normal thing that people go through at a certain age to learn how to play guitar. That was the whole reason why I
Yeah,
picked
you're
one
just
up.
like, everyone does this.
Yeah, honestly. I thought, this is, everyone does this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in the Philippines too, you have to remember everybody is either a singer, a musician, or a dancer.
Interesting.
Everybody just has that in them. that's what happens with a third world country. All you got to do is get into stuff that's free or cheap.
Yeah.
And you sing. Singing's for free. You play an instrument for cheap, and you can dance.
Dance for free.
Dance for free, unfortunately. But yeah,
Unfortunately, is there a lot of bad dancers?
I'm one of them.
I mean,
Same here. Same here.
Yeah, there you go.
When I go to weddings, everyone's like, "Carson, you want to dance?" And I'm like, "I'll like stand in the corner and like go like this," but you don't want to see me try to dance. It's
I'm a millennial, so I go like this.
Yeah, no,
all the time.
that's me most of the time.
Pump. That's all I do.
I can't even do the pump.
I can't even do the pump.
I'm like,
I hate the argument that they always give me as a drummer. They're always like, "You should be good at dancing. You know rhythm." I'm like, that doesn't
translate.
That doesn't translate. I understand what the meter, like I understand what's going on, but like I can't. I don't know. Contort well, I guess.
You should have asked them, well, if you're such a good dancer, can you dance to the Dance of Eternity?
I don't think anyone can.
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
What is that?
It's a Dream Theater song.
Oh.
Just like 100-something.
Wait, I don't
meter
think I've
changes.
ever asked you, are you also a Dream Theater person or is it just Andy?
Andy's more of a Dream Theater person.
There's a
than
story
I
to
am.
this.
Yeah.
actually.
Andy,
There's a story to this.
Okay.
I
I'm
discovered Dream
interested.
Theater because of him.
Okay.
We started guitar at about the same time, right? Like just about.
Yep.
And well, I discovered Steve I, Joseph Triani, Eric Johnson from an aunt and an uncle of mine, G3 in San Francisco. I discovered Dream Theater through him. So I remember the first ever song I've heard from them. It was Hollow Years.
Live at Budokan.
Live at Budokan album.
Awesome.
And then I was just listen to this guy. And I'm like, oh shit, what the I didn't even know what the hell was happening.
Yeah.
And I was hooked.
Yeah.
And that was that. Never looked back.
Then yeah, like fast forward years later, I never thought Andy was going to play as fast or as technical. But I was like,
no.
Well, yeah, well, okay, fine.
There's only one Petrucci.
Yeah, no, I get that, but like I see your musical influences when you play, and your tone, your fucking guitars are all Petrucci, so it's like I totally get it. It's kind of like you just ran with it, right? Like, which is really cool because I remember when we were first jamming, I was just like, fuck, this kid can't even strum, right? So
Yeah.
And then he started just like going for it. This is when I think I was in college already. So we stopped going to Yamaha.
Yes.
Or I stopped.
You stopped. I
stopped.
still continued.
Yeah, so he kept on going
Okay.
with
yeah.
lessons.
To private,
stopped.
after school private lessons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was doing the same shit. And I was in culinary school dating this chick at that time. So that was
I
my
remember.
focus.
I remember that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So that was my focus back then. And I just dove into culinary, really wanted to become a chef. And I just put down the guitar for a little bit. You know, that's why I
You
stopped.
didn't totally put it down.
Not totally.
We still had our weekly jams.
Yeah. So I was at Andy's house
Mhm.
every weekend.
Gotcha.
Like literally.
No fail.
Was it every Saturday?
Yeah.
Saturday,
Yeah. Sometimes Sunday even.
Sometimes Sunday. Yeah. Sunday we would go, or like once or twice a month, we would go to our uncle.
Great uncle.
Great uncle. Yeah. And he had like vintage Fenders. He had a Rickenbacker and like all that.
All these old guitars, man.
all
And he used to. Oh no, he still is making guitars from scratch to this day.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. My white Telecaster. We made it together. Andy was actually there.
Yeah, I had
he
one.
made you a black one?
I had a. No, you and I got like body blanks, right?
Yeah, I got the white. I painted mine white.
I painted mine metallic black.
Oh, yeah,
like
that's right.
car
That's right.
black.
Yeah.
Bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, we've always just played music as well. We were growing up. you
Yeah.
know? I just went towards the route of bluesy, soul, poppy, I guess.
Yeah.
Guitar for
It's
that.
not that poppy. I'd say he was more of like the alternative rock kind of guy.
Alternative,
you know.
Yeah.
With a lot of blues, a healthy amount of blues sprinkled in.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I started like that too. I started with alternative rock just because of him.
Right.
A lot of Creed.
That's why I love Creed.
A lot of Creed.
Yeah,
Honestly.
because it was like probably when you're first. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's how I learned my base, my foundation basically is with him.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It also helped that my brothers were musicians too.
Yeah.
Still
Oh, yeah.
are, still are.
That was the cool part. Like we would jam every weekend, and Gilbert, like one of
My
the
brother.
twins.
Yeah, they're twins.
So he was.
So Albert and Gilbert. Gilbert is a guitarist
Yep.
and he sings now.
Mm-hmm.
Albert, the other one, he's a drummer.
Okay.
So all four of us would just get together every week
Mm-hmm.
consistently and just play.
Yeah. And since there's going to be like 3 guitar players, then I would switch off. I would do bass instead and let them play. So just more of a balance.
Right.
But I was always like the one singing. Like we sang a lot of like Lenny Kravitz. Remember?
Yeah. Oh man.
A lot of Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah.
We covered a lot of Lenny Kravitz. A lot
Incubus.
of Incubus.
A lot of Incubus.
I've
I
actually
still love
been
them.
I've been on an Incubus kick
Yeah.
the past
it's
couple
great.
weeks. Well, they're
It's-
releasing a remake of Ocean View. They like they remastered. it.
Absolutely
That's awesome.
amazing album. I love that
Yeah.
album.
That's
So I'm
awesome.
excited to hear the whole thing because they released 2 singles and it's really
Oh, same. I heard it too.
yeah.
There were
Yeah,
some
this is
riffs
that.
there that were like, oh, I didn't hear this in the 2000s.
Yeah. Well, also too, like I was talking with my mentor about some of those mixes, like the song Stellar. Stellar, it's really good, but the mix, especially like I think it was like close, like late '90s into early 2000s, the guitars are too loud
Mhm.
Yeah.
compared to the our mixes now, which like the guitars are more blended, but you can still hear them really prominently. That one, the moment the guitars come in, the drums disappear, like
Yeah.
all the
Everything else
punch
gets drowned out.
just drowned out. Which
Yeah.
for Incubus, it makes sense because the guitars are like that. All
Yeah,
of
it's
the
front and
arrangements
center.
Are
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
But I thought that was really interesting. So that's why I'm really excited about these remasters because I think
Mhm.
it'll definitely give some new light to
That's
it.
gonna be cool.
Same here. Same here.
Dig that.
Yeah. What about you, Carson? How'd your musical journey start?
My musical journey, I still liken it all to Guitar Hero. Most of my music taste was Guitar Hero. So that's what introduced me to a large array of like these rock songs. And so I was really interested in it. And then I still remember the day vividly, but like I was in the car with my mom and like I just went through like this thought process. I was like, okay, I like this and I want to do it. So I was like, okay, well, what instrument do I want to do? I'm the youngest in my family, so I didn't want to be a copycat at all. So I was like, well, my brother Bryce plays guitar, he plays bass, he plays piano. He doesn't sing, but I can't sing. I know that's just not my thing. He doesn't play drums.
Mhm.
So I remember in that moment asking my mom, can I have drum lessons? Like, and I was like 9 in the car. And so after like a while, because obviously like a 9-year-old is going to be pretty hard to convince someone to have them teach because it's just like,
Okay, so you're filling in a spot. What's happening with this
he
mic?
just took the capsule and was like,
What's under this thing?
it's the mic.
It's yeah. This thing is just for. Oh my god.
I have to see.
I think this is gonna be a real. Oh, don't pull out the wire.
There's candy in there. Wait, but how do I? Doesn't this cage come off?
It should, but let's not try.
Don't.
As it's not my
don't
microphone.
do it.
This is Tiona's.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's why. No, it smells like a chick.
Okay.
Wow. Oh my god.
Miko's senses are
Do you want to smell my finger too?
Smells like Jollibee.
smells like Jollibee.
They should probably sponsor us because we eat an unhealthy amount of their food.
A lot.
A lot. Peach mango pies, man.
Have you had Jollibee?
Yeah,
I
dude.
had it with you guys when I moved here.
Oh, that's right.
It was like the first thing at Echo, and you
That's
were like,
right.
"Yeah, we have to have Jollibee before we go."
What do you think of it?
I think it's good. I think it's
Yeah.
solid. My thing is,
A white person is saying Jollibee is really good.
it is good.
Okay.
It is good. I am just not the best representative because I eat just rice and tuna every day. So like I'm not going to Jollibee all the time. No, listen, I know this is literally gonna ruin your respect for me. I don't know. Like I eat the same thing every single day. So
No,
like,
that's good.
Oh, I knew that.
yeah, I know.
So meal prep Do you eat the same thing? Like,
Yeah.
what do you do?
So it just depends. I'm going off of something because it wasn't really working with my digestion. Because I used to just have a protein shake in the morning with like oatmeal mixed in
Okay.
with it. But that just was like slowing my digestion, and I just felt bloated all the time. But normally, like lunch and dinner is just either oatmeal with berries and then a protein, which is either tuna, turkey, or lean ground beef.
Okay.
And then it's the same thing for dinner. And then I have a bunch of spinach and or broccoli.
Wait, but you know something about your gut health, right?
Yes.
Like, I don't want this to turn this into a health podcast.
No, it's fine.
But you have to eat different things all the time. Like, you have to mix up even your greens. Right?
Yeah.
Like, it can't be just spinach or it can't be just broccoli. Like, I tried. Okay, so my company,
Mhm.
right? We do meal prep nationwide. I have a couple of clients that literally just order chicken breast, so grilled chicken breast,
Yeah.
brown rice,
Mhm.
and broccoli or cauliflower. Or no, broccoli or broccolini. That's all they have
Yes.
for the whole meal. They pay the same price over and over again. And then two of them actually went to a dietitian. Somebody was checking into their gut, and they developed some, it wasn't a disease. It was just something about their digestion. And you got to mix up your gut flora, because the moment you do eat something different, your body's in shock.
Yeah.
So it doesn't know how to like process shit. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
good.
and I experience that a lot.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
that's why the moment I do have a day where I'm like, I'm gonna go have pizza or something like
Mhm.
that, it's usually like a rough day the
Yeah.
next day.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
That's basically just like your stomach trying to figure out like, what the fuck is this? What is
Yeah.
this? Oh, I know that. Like, I'll digest that.
Yeah.
You know, that's basically what it is.
Yeah. So I'm dialing that in because for a while it was working for me, and then it continued to minus the digestion part.
Okay.
So I'm actually like at this moment right now on kind of like okay, so what do I need to do differently? Because this has worked for a while, but it's
Mhm.
obviously not anymore.
Yep. And your body gets used to it too much that it comes to a point where you're no longer getting the same effects as you did 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like even the intake for protein and stuff like that, it starts to taper off. Like you plateau.
Mm-hmm.
So even sometimes with the protein, sometimes you're doing chicken, you're doing turkey. That's good. You rotate your protein,
Mm-hmm.
but everything else is just like, yeah, it basically just drops off.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And anyways,
But
also,
no, this is informative.
so
to me.
here's a weird part. I've never really sat next to Carson before. I've sat to Andy all his life.
Oh yeah.
This dude, the fucking veins on this guy's arms are
Oh, yeah.
insane.
Do you know why though? Do you know why?
Yeah, it's only the right arm too.
It's heroin.
Yeah, both. I actually, I have a story with that. Yeah, no. So I will say, I'll elaborate on that story. A lot of this is drums from just buildup of doing stuff. Obviously, just like the lower body fat, but yeah, no, that's the one thing people always comment on is just the forearms. But that's
Nuts.
That's just a buildup of yeah, just drums and then also working out at the same time too.
Yeah.
So
So kids, don't do drums.
don't do drums.
Don't
Wait.
work out.
No, there was a time. Don't work out. Don't work out. Don't be healthy. Don't do anything. No. There was a time. I posted on my Instagram a while ago, but there was a period my sophomore year when Andy met me. Actually, how Andy met, where like that point in my life where Andy met me. I'll put this. I'm gonna show it to MIKO. I'll put it on the screen. But Tiona actually sent me this video of how skinny I was because at that time I was working out, and I include drums in the workout because I burn more calories playing drums than I do working out.
Yeah, it's a full body.
So I was working out approximately 6 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out at the end of this period because nutritionally I just had zero information. So I was, after getting out of that and realizing how skinny I was, I realized I was working at 6 hours a day and only eating under 1,000 calories.
Oh shit.
It was a workout in the morning, playing drums for 3 hours, workout in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, I thought I was just really freaking healthy. Like
Right,
that was
right,
it.
right.
But then,
So caloric deficit.
insane
yeah.
caloric.
Yeah, he was
deficit.
starving himself.
Yeah. So, but like there was nothing in my mind where I was like, oh, I'm starving my, like I was just like, oh yeah, I'm being healthy. Like I'm just hitting
Sure.
the ground running. So it wasn't until like I got home and everyone's like, "You look ill."
Yeah.
This is what I freaking looked like at that time.
Oh, damn, dude.
Heroin, right?
So I went home and I went to school, like back to my high school, because one of my buddies, Jonathan Lewin, was still in high school when I was like my sophomore year, and he was doing like a band performance, and I came back and shout out to Scott Joseph. He's the art teacher there.
Still alive?
Still alive, yeah.
Okay.
No, not dead. So I was with all of my high school friends, and he took all my high school friends aside, and they're like, and he went, "So is Carson doing heroin?" Like full on, like actually like
Fun.
worried.
Because
about
to be
me.
honest, dude, from that photo, I don't actually remember you like this, but from that photo, it looks like you're one of those bums on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
100%.
But you're just lacking crack marks or whatever.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
nuts.
understand.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
so like that was a whole thing to go out of, but yeah, no. So like when Tiana sent me that yesterday, I was like, "Oh, I didn't realize I looked sick." Like it wasn't even like I looked skinny, because like there were some pictures I look back, I'm like, "Yeah, I look really freaking skinny." That one I was like, I actually look like I should go to the hospital. Like that's not good.
Yeah, you look like that guy. Like, oh no. Okay, wait, hold on. How old are you again?
23.
23. Okay, so this movie came out in the 90s. Andy, I don't know if you remember this, but it was called Dying Young.
Okay.
It was with Julia Roberts, and I think the other guy was like Ed Harris. I think. And yeah, Ed Harris had cancer, and you look like him.
I look like Ed Harris, guys.
I was going to say,
No, cancer Ed Harris.
Cancer Ed Harris.
Yeah.
like this version of Carson, it's either heroin or chemotherapy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
And you were bald too when I met you, dude. That I
dude.
remember. It's like definite. Okay, so 3 possibilities, right? So heroin.
I have a fourth one, but go ahead.
Okay, let me
I
know
might
if
get
my
canceled
third
for
one
this. Uh-huh.
is like your 4th one.
Okay.
Okay. First one is heroin. Second one is chemotherapy. Third one is just because of the bald head, and you see how white this guy is. It's like
Say it. I know what you're gonna say.
he looked like a white supremacist or something, man.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say like Alabama skinhead because
Yeah.
Same.
super
bro.
methy.
Well, that is my handle on Instagram.
Great.
You guys are both like, we're gonna go. We need to leave, actually, real quick.
Roxanne,
Pick us up. Roxanne, pick us up right now.
Please don't let me bite the curb.
No, that's why I wanted to shave my head again just for like ease. And you and Matt were both like, no.
Yeah, I'm like,
do it.
bro,
No.
you look like you spend your days storming the Capitol.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Don't
No,
do
it's
that.
like me. If I shave my head and
Yeah.
I shave my face,
Okay.
I look like I'm selling you incense. Like it doesn't
No
make
way.
sense. Like, no.
Or on my case, if I let my non-existent mustache and beard grow, it looks like I teach kung fu.
Yeah, or a catfish.
Andy, when we go on tour one day, I want one tour Kung Fu Andy.
Sure.
Yeah, that
Kung
makes
Fu-
sense. Yeah.
You're gonna show up playing some riffs. Got the full stash. Full.
And I shout before my solos.
Yeah.
Like tiger style shred.
Drunken master.
Drunken Master.
No, that's for when I make a mistake.
Oh, right, my story. So I picked drums.
The heroin.
I picked up drums.
Not heroin.
I told you the heroin story. The teacher was like, I'm pretty sure this kid's on like using something.
Yeah.
No, me picking up my instrument, the wholesome start we had before we went down this awesome pathway. No, so I picked drums, picked drum lessons, and then basically like there was a good 3 years where I didn't take it seriously. Like I would show up to the drum lesson, but like, I'm 9. I don't have discipline.
Yeah.
Like, so I would show up, I would try to do the thing. My teacher would be like, you definitely didn't practice. And I was like, bingo. And then it wasn't until like I was 13 or 14 where I was like, hey, I need to like find something, because like playing like Gary's mod in Minecraft all the time with my friends isn't.
That's numbing. That's mind numbing.
It's mind numbing. It's
Yeah.
fun because it's misleading because you do get a social interaction. You're hanging out with people and you're
Sure.
building camaraderie. But then I remember there was like a point where I was like, because I was like, I don't want to be like a Twitch streamer, no diss, but I was like, I don't want to be a Twitch streamer. So then why am I doing like I could be the best at this game, and in actual life that brings me no
Correct.
reward.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's fair.
So then I was like, okay, so I need to play, like I need to do something. Well,
So he went for drums.
I went for drums, which
Not
brings in so
drugs?
much, not drugs. So then I picked something that also just doesn't bring in a lot of money, you know.
We're in the
Same with this
boat.
guy.
Yeah.
I sold out. I was I was.
I don't
not gonna
know.
do it.
You're happy in your career. I don't think that's selling out. Or
No, I'm happy, but of course, like a little part of me wish I can still play on stage.
right, of course.
You know, there's always that. The last time I played on stage was probably like I don't know, like 20 years ago,
really.
or maybe 15 years ago, realistically. That was the last time. I was like in college, and then our neighbor Rio.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
Which
So,
is too bad.
drummer.
He's drummer.
Drummer also.
Loved him. Absolutely loved
he
him.
was an amazing guy. Super
Rest in
warm.
peace.
Yeah, he's a good dude. But no, he would take me to his gigs, and I would play lead guitar for like a top 40s cover band.
Okay.
Basically. So I
So-
sessioned around.
So what he was doing, imagine a top liner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that, but on guitar.
Yeah.
Okay.
That. Yeah.
Basically. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I would do that. But honestly, I remember just picking up my guitar because everybody was playing it. Same as Andy, right? Like everybody was doing it. Actually, Andy had his first guitar before I did.
Oh.
I saw your small guitar.
Yeah, 3/4 size.
Yeah. I
'Cause
literally
I was so small when
Yeah.
when I picked it up.
Yep.
So my dad went with me to the store to get my first guitar.
Mhm.
The regular size one, I couldn't get my hands around it.
Yep.
And so the employees were like, maybe it's better if he played like a
Beginner.
3/4
Yeah.
a scale guitar, you know. So that worked. And it's funny, when I bought my first guitar, I didn't know he was playing.
Yep.
I only found out when dad bought me a guitar, left it at home. When I got back home, he was there. He was playing my guitar, so playing actual like radio songs. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? When
Yeah.
did you start?
You do this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that. I was in shock too because I was like, oh man, I can't wait to like show Andy or like my cousins like I got a new toy type of situation.
Yeah.
And then I get there, I'm like, what the fuck? There's already a guitar here. What is
Yeah,
this?
like this isn't new.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But no, I picked it up because okay. So John Mayer, the first time I heard of John Mayer was through my choir director.
Okay.
He was a very, very John Mayer poppy. Like this was like his first album came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I listened to it. I was like, all right, this guy has good vocals. Very unique for the style back then.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
Like you definitely was like, and still is, I would say, like very much an innovator.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. And he started playing Your Body's a Wonderland. And I saw how women reacted to it.
Yeah.
So I literally learned that was my first song. And that's not easy. People think it's an
It's
easy
not
song.
oh
it's
no,
not
it's
fucking
not.
easy.
Yeah. I believe
John
it.
Mayer's Your Body's a Wonderland is actually pretty hard to play. And I had to learn it and sing like him at the same time.
Right.
And that's how I got chicks. So thank you, John Mayer,
There you
for
go.
introducing me to it.
Do you know how I got chicks with the guitar?
You hit them in the head.
I didn't.
What?
I didn't get chicks with the guitar. Who wants to hear like I don't know playing something in 17/16 and then going back to 3/4 and then going back to 17/16? Who wants to hear that?
That's true.
Nerds. Fucking nerds want to
Nerds
hear
wanna
it.
that.
And also, like, Philippines wasn't built for that. You know, Philippines loved pop. They loved like something that was easy to sing for them and to play with them, or like something in karaoke.
Something
Yeah.
easy to.
That
Oh yeah,
was the culture.
that's the number one. If you
Yeah.
can sing it on karaoke,
You're
then it's
good.
gonna work.
You're golden.
It's gonna
Golden.
work.
So all the Journey songs, Bon Jovi,
Celine Dion,
Kill.
Celine Dion was huge. Yeah,
big.
that's basically it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Hey, do you guys want to see a meme?
Sure. Let's see a meme, and then I think we're almost about out of time.
Let's do
So,
one, and then
let's do one, and
okay.
let's see.
Okay, let me do it. Let me do it.
we fired all of our interns, so yeah, we gotta pick the memes ourselves. Okay, well, you gotta pick it. You're already up.
Andy looks like people with deficiencies worship him. Oh, there we go. She's good.
She is very good. It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know what she was playing.
I don't think that's necessarily a song. But do you guys feel like, because you guys are both guitarists, do you feel like you come across this too often, or do you think it's overhyped? Like this phenomenon.
Yeah, I've played with a few drummers.
Yes, my brother.
Yeah, well, Albert, sorry, you're special.
Shout out to my brother. Yeah. No, I not shout out.
Yeah, but Albert was actually a very, very talented like kid drummer. It was crazy.
When he was a kid.
He was actually
like,
good.
How old was he when he started? Like 10?
10. Yeah, but he was really good.
Like he was like by 9.
Yeah.
He was good for his age.
Dude, double peds.
Oh yeah.
Double pedals, yeah.
So good.
And then he just let it go.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think it was for him. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You know.
But this for sure is
embodied.
It's a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember those things.
I took great strides, especially like once I got into high school, to not be that person. I just had enough people give me the death stare that I was like, oh, this is actually like really annoying. I need to stop.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like with guitars, you just have a tuner and you like do your thing, and then there's a gauge. With drums, you don't really have a gauge. You have to really hit it
to get the right sound.
Yeah, the sound, the tuning for your toms or whatever. Like you got to do it, but it's like 0 to 100 immediately. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, 0 to 100. But with that, MIKO, thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Do you have anything you want to plug with any of your businesses that's new or?
Yeah. If you're trying to be healthy, go to VITABOWL.com. It's a meal prep service that's nationwide, that's specifically tailored to your medical needs. That's it.
Heck yeah.
What if I'm mentally retarded? Can you?
So thanks for coming to Breakstuff.
Thank you so much, guys. So I'll be your new host now. Andy's now leaving.
He is now leaving. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
What a fucking way to end.